day 117, and today is a special day. It's Confessions of a Crazy Crocheter. Anyway, last night I lifted the lid on one of my footstools and went, oh my gosh, there are two more projects I entirely forgot about. And I thought, I wonder what else I entirely forgot about. So I'm going to show you. So the one that I really entirely forgot about and that I haven't shown you because it did my head in a bit, but it is the baby hat, and I've got this far. Right, one. And then this one, which is really lovely, but somehow ended up, everything got stashed in the footstool. We might have had clients come to visit and I was trying to tidy up. So we're going to come back to this one today, but two. And then this one, which also got stashed in the same footstool and is really beautiful. And I have enough wool to finish that. So three. I entirely forgot. And of course we have this one, which I've got enough. I have to find another stash or go with what my next row is. So I'm now back to being not stopped, but it takes time to look for the colours that I want next. So 4. And of course the apricot and olive, which I'm putting the fluffy round on, and it's looking really lovely. 5 projects, and there's possibly more. Never mind, I'll find them when I find them, and that's when I'll find them. So I said I was going to do some more on this today, but I'm thinking I might just enjoy chatting and doing some more on the apricot and olive one. So this morning I've already been for a 8k walk, and we went from Rainbow Falls out to State Highway 10 on the new and improved track, which I'm really delighted to say I had a part in doing that track and having a say on what kind of things would be put on there. So it's really good, and I'm kind of really proud that I could make a difference for our community. Anyway, yeah, so me and my walking partner Michelle, we went for a cruise along that. Yeah, so that man is out taking number one son to continue purchasing his first car from a car lot, instead of the old banger that his folks gave him to get him started. So anyway, they're out doing that kind of thing, and that kind of thing stresses me out, so I thought I'd not do that. I would stay home and crochet and do 3 trebles and one chain, and yeah, yep, sort of have a nice chill way of starting into my day. And yeah, I've got 100 odd shopping cart products to put in today, so I'm looking forward to getting that done. And yeah, looking forward to actually doing my job. 1, 2, 3 chains for the corner and 3 trebles back into the same corner. So a corner is 3 trebles and then 3 chains and then 3 trebles into the same corner hole before you move on. So then after that, 1 chain, 3 trebles, 1 chain, 3 trebles, all the way to the next corner. Yeah. What did we do last night? Oh, watched Opal Hunters, and yeah, yep, and watched my first survival show since I got off the beach. It was okay, and I polished some Pearl Bay carnelian and quartz, and they're coming up really nicely. And my market stall is going to have Bay of Islands stones on it, and I'm looking forward to putting the work in and turning already beautiful stones into something that someone else will treasure as well. And mostly it's raw stones and just cleaning them up. After watching the Opal Hunters, I wondered if I should get a polishing wheel, but don't know. I just need a few more grades of sandpaper that are much finer, and yeah. So we always wondered how to make those beach stones look amazing, because they always look amazing when they're wet, but when they dry out, they don't. So yeah, I've worked out how to make them amazing when they're dry too. I'm really delighted. Yeah, no, last evening was a good evening, and Monday seems to have come around so quickly. Yeah, and doing my first nice couple of hours walk since I came off the beach today felt really good, and we just knocked out 8Ks in less than 2 hours, and which is pretty average, and had good conversation, and yeah, nice. I saw Rupert yesterday, the guy I walked down 90 Mile Beach with, and he's doing well. Yay! And I'm so proud of that young man. It was lovely to see him, and yeah, and know that he's doing really well, and is on track to get round the Russell side before the Auckland traffic turns up, which is really good. Yeah, anyway, I'm just stitching in these ends. So I'm using a smaller crochet hook. I think it's my number 2. Yep, and doing my magic trick, making these ends disappear. So yeah, just stitch them in. If I leave the ends and don't stitch them in until the end, I get in a bit of a pickle. So I try and do them as I go, and I leave longish ends so that you can stitch them in a good length, so it's harder for them to come undone. Yeah, so what I tend to do is I put my hook in the top, between the two top layers of stitch, and I, rather than winding it in and out of each set of trebles, I stitch it up and through the top stitches of the trebles, and it actually looks more like it's part of the crocheting, and yeah, it's far less noticeable. So yeah, I just kind of stitch them in there. So before Steve and Alex left, they made me a coffee, which was lovely, and I had a nice shower because actually it's pretty misty mossy. The humidity is really high, and every now and again it turns from humidity into rain. So I got a bit wet. It was fun. So anyway, this fluffy stuff is harder to stitch, mainly because you can't see at all where to stick your crochet hook. So I end up having to do it by feel, which I do anyway, but because it's fluffy, it's very soft and hard to feel as well as hard to see. You might be getting it done. Yeah. Anyway, have a good Monday, because of course Monday's the gateway day to Tuesday, and then we're well on our way to Friday. Yep. Have a good one, people. Sayonara, babes.